How do you take this one here? When I'm looking up, I sit here. Look down, I go there. So I'm pretty cool.
welcome back to the live studio here at Portimao, the 13th Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. It's day 4, Wednesday, and of course today with me, Ken Walker in the studio, and the all-important qualifying day, pole position.
First time we've had competition, Jenny. Plenty of non-qualifying practice. Today it started in earnest, didn't it?
Of course, Ken, we're really lucky with the weather. A little bit of rain's just come in the last session, but really lucky and really, really close.
I was really impressed, Jenny. I thought that we had good quality competition across all 4 classes, and a couple of them stunning competition. Yes, we've got names we expected to rise to the front being there, but hey, we've got some big names who are going to have to do it the hard way tomorrow. But by and large, I think the quality of the competition was as high as in any previous Grand Finals I've been to.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, this is our biggest Grand Finals so far. But the local drivers, especially in juniors kicking off, Bruno Bolito at the top.
Well, yeah, I'm just looking now. Harry Webb, the European champion, in 2nd place. Thomas Preining in 3rd place, who I've often described as the most improved driver. And I think that's not far off the mark. The likes of Stefano Van Galen and Josh White, 4th and 5th. Really good names there. But Bruno Bolito, I don't know how often he's driven this track, but what I can say is it wasn't just that he came good in qualifying. No. He's been consistent throughout the whole of the non-qualifying practice sessions. He's been right up there at the top. And, you know, if you can get into one of these carts on allocation, get yourself sorted in early non-qualifying practice, be at the top or thereabouts, and then you come to qualifying practice and make it to the top, hey, that's a guy we've got to keep an eye on. And just look here. He was 0.159 of a second clear of the field. The likes of Harry Webb, Thomas Preining, as I say, in his wake. Bruno Bolito is not a driver I've seen race an awful lot in international competition in Europe, but I've got to take note of him on the performance here today.
For sure, and he was up there, and he's going to be with us in a very short time and tell us, has he driven here or not before? I think so. He's a little bit confident. In the senior max, of course, we had Piers Lehane. Now, Piers has been also on the podium 2 times before at the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals, and very, very confident. Now he's up in Senior Max, and it was really, really close. Also, one of the fellow Aussies, Joseph Mawson, almost took the best time in his session as well. But in this case, it's Piers Lehane all the way.
Well, I'm not going to say a thing against Piers Lehane because he's put down again that time of 61.06, which in the circumstances was a really good one. The one little point I'm going to make is you have to go down to 8th place, Jesse Lazar, for the first of the drivers from the second session, and Charlie Eastwood, second best in the second session, is 12th overall. The one thing that I am going to say is I think that gap would close. I think that Jesse Lazar, Charlie Eastwood, certainly Ed Brand, 3rd quickest in the second session, and yet only classified 14th overall. I think that disparity, for whatever reason, maybe the track a little cooler then, I think in racing that's going to close up. But I'm not going to take anything away from Piers. I'm not going to say that Piers would have been beaten or that Jesse would have gone any quicker. I think that Piers has made this on merit. And also, James Singleton from Wales, a pretty good driver for the past 18 months, but this last 6 months really come on strongly. Alex Finkelstein, 3rd quickest, little bit up and down, but when he's on song, a good driver. Harrison Scott, Jordi van Moorsel, well, Jordi's done it before. I think that's going to be really much closer than this list, the list we have on the screen now. I think it's going to be closer than that suggests. But I'm not taking anything away from young Piers for getting pole throughout.
Not at all, and of course, he's got a little bit of competition there. As you said, James Singleton right behind him, and James has just come off winning the Rotax International Open.
Indeed.
Alexander Finkelstein, French champion. Harrison Scott also top 3 European Championship. Jody Van Moorsel's done it all before, number 1 junior. You know, it's incredible. Kancha also has been on the podium. Ukyo Sasahara also at the Rotax.
Can I pick you up on that, Jen? Ukyo Sasahara, when we think he was the junior champion last year, But it was 2 years before that he won his first title, so he won a junior title when he'd still got 2 full years to go. He made a little bit of a, shall we say, a strong start to his senior career, and then it took a little bit of a dip. But I'm not going to talk against Ukyo Sasahara, not even in one breath, when it comes to the Rotax Grand Finals. Young as he is, here's a guy who's done it before.
That's right, and I think, as you said, Pierce also, above all, really today, was outstanding to top the list, really.
Yeah, I think if you just look, going behind me, I would have called Pierce Lehane the best of the drivers today and throughout that competition. I don't think I've got anything to say against James Singleton. Alex Finkelstein, good friend of mine, but can go a little bit up and down. But as I say, I'm a bit wary of the way those 2 sessions went, and I'm not so sure that, say, the top half dozen are going to be the top half dozen this time tomorrow when we've raced.
And interestingly, as you said, the sessions were different in times. The junior session was the same. The first session was faster as opposed to the second. And it was the same in seniors?
Yeah, and I looked out of the window, and I'm trying to think now, is the wind any stronger? In one of the sessions, the wind did strengthen. Yeah. But, of course, it was a perfectly dry track all day. Yeah. And, well, just one of those things.
And one might think the second session would be a little faster.
That's by and large.
Both were the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, by and large, that's the way things have gone.
And, of course, the DD2, once again, the fastest man yesterday, Zenderuva from Belgium, was again the man to beat, and very, very excited. Zen, we interviewed him on the in-grid when he came in. So, of course, but this one really is one race that I'm going to be watching like this, I think, because it's so, so close.
I think this is the best of them all. I really, really do. Let's start by saying the obvious things. Ben Cooper, what can you say against him? He left Rotax to race KF in CIK and WSK. He was strong, he was successful there. I saw him second in the Asia Pacific Championship against a very strong field in Macau, China, beating former CIK world champions. And clearly, as we saw in that one-off appearance in the Rotax Euro Challenge and here this weekend, he's right up there and nobody can argue against him. I'm going to bracket him with the other double world champion, which is Pierre-Luc Ouellet, and say, whatever happened to Pierre-Luc, yes, he's got a mountain to climb because he just doesn't feature anywhere on our numbers, but I'm not going to write him off when it gets to racing. However, I first saw Zenderu at Genk, Belgium, when he made his Rotax Euro Challenge debut and won. Now, if you want, yes, he came to his local track and won, but he won when we'd got a strong field of DD2. Since then, he's won a Winter Cup. He's had a few meetings when he's been a little bit down the field, but most of them he's been right up there. And I would say, just on gut feel, and I hope Ben Cooper doesn't watch this, or if he does, I hope he forgives me, I just wonder if Ben will find his match in Zenderu, because when Zen gets the bit between his teeth, we've seen it before, he takes a lot of stopping. And what's the gap here this time? Only 0.042 on Seaman Wagner, but in the group that he went out in, he was 2 full tenths of a second.
Yep.
Now, 2 tenths in the same session, that is an eternity in a qualifying competition. So he didn't just win that session, he really, really showed the people the way home. I think he's one we've really got to watch. But hey, there's so many top drivers
I know, and you know, Simon Wagner, we've seen him before also in the grand finals, but he was once again the second session, fastest in the second session, but again the second session was a little bit slower. However, you know, Simon is pretty motivated. I talked to him earlier. We didn't get to talk to him on the grid because of the rain, but I don't know, he's pretty motivated. And, of course, Sean Slavin is right behind there, and he also featured on the podium at the Rotax Open.
Yes.
So,
Jenny, let me ask you, I've not seen Simon as much as most of the others. You're based in Austria. Is he doing this regularly on a basis with the top competition?
You know, he's been racing Austrian-German Championship, and this year in Germany, because the Austrian Championship returned and didn't run the DD2. But Simon is really quite strong. However, There's the likes of Lukovic as well, who's one of his local rivals. And he's here, I think, hunting Simon as well. So I don't know. It's someone probably that a lot of the international drivers don't know.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have that wild card who's lurking in the shadows.
Who springs the surprise.
And today he's there. And he was there yesterday as one of the quickest in his session in the morning. So who knows with the DD2. Now, of course, you know, I don't know, the Masters, Ken, you know, we've got so many world number one in the Masters now, probably the most experienced group.
Yeah.
And this one is again going to be, I don't know whose game is it going to be in the end, really.
Impossible to call, isn't it? Sometimes when I'm doing the call before they go on the grid and I'm saying, hey, we've got multi-world champions, we've not just got several world champions, several have got several championships and podium places between them. Very, very hard to say for these reasons I'm going to suggest to you. Good as they all are, and I don't think many of them underperformed today. Maybe Chris Adams not at his best, but most of them performing to their strengths. But Henry Martin from Argentina was quicker than them all. And as with Bruno Bollido, it wasn't that he just came good in qualifying. No. Henry's been right up there. So if you were to say to me, what do you think? I can talk about a lot of those drivers, but then I've got to say, but you know what, Jen? I haven't seen Henry Martin racing. And can the Argentinians do it in Europe at this level? Well, Facundo Chapur did. None of us had heard of him at La Conca, but he walked away the Rotax champion, didn't he? I'm going to put you on the spot instead of me. Where do you see the strength lie in this one?
Yeah, you know, Scott Campbell has, down in P6, has quite a lot of experience, and we've seen him at the top. However, Cristiano Morgado has been there a couple of times before, has been racing in the grand finals for many, many years, also in the Max. Martin Pierce, 3 times, I think, on the podium in the grand finals. Igor Mukin, the Russian, now, again, a little bit like Alexander Finkelstein, it can be hot or cold, but sometimes, really, he has the luck.
And getting better, definitely.
Yeah. So, you know, these guys also, like Zenderuva, have been Winter Cup champions, Rotax Open champions, and world champions as well in the Max racing. So I can't pick it either. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say something again, which, I'm only saying it because as a journalist I want to be honest. I have to be neutral because I can't say I would like him to win. But I would like Florent Lambert to win because he's such a nice guy. I don't think Flo can take it through to the final countdown when we race the pre-final and final. I do expect him to be a front runner. I'm sorry, Flo, I don't quite see you on the top step of the podium, good as you are. But then if you're to say to me, so who goes better? Well, I don't know. If we look at consistency, Jenny, Guy Pansart hasn't had a bad session here all week, and he hasn't had a bad event where I've been commentating. So
I don't know. It's a tough one, but sometimes you have to have the luck.
Indeed.
And if Florent is there and he has the luck, anything can happen, Ken. So I don't know. I'm going to sit on this side of the fence. And anyway.
Well, let me wriggle out of the hole I've dug by saying, Flo, I've done 4 times today, may even be 5, I've done the commentator's curse in reverse. When I've mentioned a guy, they've suddenly shot up the charts. So, Flo, if I say you're going to finish nowhere, see you on the top step of the podium on Saturday.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, I'm sure the other guys paid you to say that, didn't they? Anyway, Ken, something that I did today, just before qualifying, only to change the pace here a little before we talk to the pole sitters, we had quite a few requests on Facebook. And, of course, you being a big Facebook star with many fans, I know that Hannah Edwards runs your Facebook page.
Oh, bless her.
We actually went out and spoke to quite a few of the guys and girls in the paddock. So I thought we'd show a short video, and then I'd like to introduce the pole sitters today for the first 3 classes we spoke about. The DD2 Masters is still in the briefing. We'll run with the Facebook video, and Ken will catch you in the morning. Thank you very much, and we'll see who comes out tops tomorrow afternoon before we go into the 3rd heat on day 6.
Well, if I have to come back tomorrow, I may need my crash helmet, given that the guys I've talked down. Good to be with you, Jen.
I saw Florent Lambert hanging around outside there too. Here we go. Challenge Grand Finals here at Portimao. And of course, all those fans on Facebook that have been sending us requests. I'm here with Daniela. Daniela, how is it going?
Very good. So we get a lot of requests from our fans out there, and they just wanted to know how the teams does here, and a lot of stuff is going on Facebook.
And lots of good photos that we're taking as well?
Yeah, a lot of good photos. We try our best to keep you updated.
Okay, so keep the requests coming, and Daniela will also keep me posted, and we'll go into the paddock and visit some of your friends right now.
Yeah.
Nigel Edwards, Clark of the course. Your daughter said hi, Hannah.
Oh, Hannah, that's brilliant. If she's around, just say hello to Hannah, all the family back home. We've got a big wedding going on this weekend, so yeah, big family do. So yeah, welcome. Hello, everybody.
Your friend Lucas Holzhauser has written a message on Facebook and said hi to Nikki and to Florian.
That's nice from him. I hope he's having a good time watching us. Yeah, I'm sure he would like to be here as well, but yeah, he's just driving now the classes. I'm sure he will do it in a few years. It's possible for him. So
okay, so Lucas, keep trying, okay? Nikki's about to go out for qualifying.
I'm surely going to help him if he needs help, and I hope he's holding his hand for me, because we need a little bit of luck for qualifying, and it would be good for us. So yeah, I'll do the best that we have a good place at the end.
Thank you, Nikki. How's the food?
Good.
Portuguese food?
Denmark.
Okay.
I should have done the testing with
Skippy? All right, we've had so many requests for the Aussies. I'm here with the Aussies. How come you guys have got so many fans?
We're the best. We're the best. Because we're loose. We're just awesome. Stuffy pommies.
Okay, we just take that out. All right, say hi to all your friends because they're all watching.
Hello.
Hi, Dad.
You from Thailand?
Yes.
You got some friends on Facebook who wanted to say hello. Would you like to give them a message?
Hi.
How's it going? Nervous?
Yes, a little bit. But
We've had so many requests to see some teams, so I thought I'd walk along and show you here in the paddock. Team South Africa is one of our big requests. We are in amongst France and the Netherlands, and we've had a request actually from Sonia to see one of the young junior drivers. And here he is, Lars Lemberel, relaxed, ready for qualifying. Lars, Sonia said to say hi on Facebook. Would you like to send her a message?
Yeah. Hi, Sonja. Greetings from Portugal. It's really good weather here. And greetings back home.
Yeah, you getting ready for qualifying now?
Mm-hmm.
Nice and relaxed?
Yeah.
Perfect. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Hello. Ciao. Ciao.
And the next team is Team Poland. For Emil watching, here's Team Poland. Hi guys, you've got some fans on Facebook. Okay, and here we have another request, Team Slovenia. And for Toms, here's Team Latvia. Hi guys. You've got some fans on Facebook. Anything you'd like to say to them?
Yeah, great thanks that they look all my races, and I'm happy with the result till now, and we hope we can find one more chance for the qualifying and then the heats, and on Saturday I hope we are confident to drive on the podium, so we will see.
We'll see. Good luck.
Thanks.
Thank you. And our Ecuador and Mexican teams. Facebook friends, and I brought you some special Facebook friends because we've had a few requests this afternoon. Portugal, Australia, Belgium, Zender River. I'm here with the pole sitters from Junior Max, Senior Max and the Rotax DD2 class. So for the guys on Facebook and girls that have been asking, I've got them here in person live in the studio. Now, Bruno, we'll start with you, Portuguese driver, and very, very confident, I think, on this track. You told me earlier that you liked the track and, of course, pole position in Junior Max. Did you think you would be on pole position at the end of today?
Yes, it's a good result for me and for Portugal. I think it's a really difficult track, but I can win pole position.
For sure, yeah.
And I think is a good result.
Yeah, and you were also quick, as we said earlier, with Cam Walker in the practice leading up yesterday also. Did you find it difficult at all once the grip started to come down a little? Everyone's on new tyres and there's so many drivers on the track. Was it any different from the practice sessions, or do you think qualifying was pretty much the same?
My mechanic work hard for these results,
yeah.
And I think he will win a great setup for the karting, and I think we will
do well in the heats. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to the racing? You know, because you're up against some really good drivers all over the world, more than 60 countries in your class as well. So is this exciting for a Portuguese driver to say, yeah, I'm racing against some of the best drivers in the world in my class?
Yes, it's the first pole position for Portugal team, and I think it's a good result for me. I'm really happy for this result, and I think the Portugal is a great country, but have a great population for the karting.
Yeah, I think so. They're pretty passionate. I saw some of the guys there cheering you on when you went to the top in the pit lane as well. They were watching the screen, so I think really the passion is there. And for sure, it's fantastic for Portugal being the host country. I think there'll be a little bit of celebrating happening, but maybe we wait until the end of the race meeting as well. Yeah. So, and celebrate. But pole position, fantastic, and well done today. Now, of course, sitting next to you we have Piers Lehane. Now, Piers, you also understand how Bruno feels because you've been to the grand finals as a junior, but of course really did well to begin with. Now you've stepped up to Senior Max and topped once again the timesheets today. Incredible effort.
Yeah, it was great today. We really got the toe in the qualifying and we got ourselves in a great position and got a good lap in, but I couldn't have done it without my Dan Holland racing team, Troy Farley, my mechanic. They did an awesome job setting up the kart, and they made my job easy. Just go out there and had to drive. So yeah. Yeah,
if only it was that easy. You know, you make it just all sound so easy. Oh, I just had to go and drive. But of course you did. And something I wanted to ask you that quite a few drivers said to me, yeah, we can have a good setup, but on this circuit, you know, it's over 1,500 metres, but it has such a long straight. How long are you on the gas really from this main straight until you back off?
I'd say it's around 10 seconds down the main straight, so it's important to get a good run onto the straight and get ducked down behind the steering wheel as small as you can and try and get yourself in the right position.
Now, did you find most of the time you were out of the traffic, or did you have a little bit of a slipstream there, or how was it?
Yeah, on my fast lap, I had one person slipstreaming me. I was slipstreaming them, and I had to make a big move into the first corner on someone just to make sure that my lap was clear. So I think if we could have made my lap clear, I think we could have maybe had another 1 or 2 tenths in me. So yeah.
Still a little bit of speed up your sleeve then?
Yeah, like I didn't even go as quick as I did in the last 3 practice sessions. So yeah.
Okay. Now there's Piers Lehane saying you can still go quicker. Okay, Piers, well done today also to the team. I know they put in a big effort and all the way from Australia. Unlike Bruno, who just lives down the road. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
Now, of course, in the DD2, Zender River, you heard Ken Walker a little earlier saying this year really has been probably, Zen, your year. Also the Benelux champion. And, you know, we've seen you there. I also was at the race when you first came to the International European Championship for Rotax. But how is this different this year?
This is my 15th race of the season. So, I'm still in school, so every race I just start from the practices, and I mean my family is very supportive, so I get a lot of confidence, and I feel very good with the material, so we can work very hard with the team, and well, they make it also, like Pierre said, a little bit easier for us. So yeah, this year was a very good year, and I hope this will be the cherry on the cake. So
Okay, to top it all off for a nice Christmas present, I think.
yeah.
Now, of course, we've seen you before in international racing, and you know what the competition is like. So at this point, you've got pole position in the DD2. You know the guys that are on the grid with you. Do you change this approach from today? Now qualifying's over, I've got pole position, and you've got a good setup, you know you've got the speed. What happens from now in when it comes to the heats?
I mean, I think that for tomorrow it's just important to finish in the top 5. Well, finish in the front, drive clever, and I mean, like you said, I drove with many of them, and like last year, anything can happen. Last year I was also going well, and something happened. So I mean, it's a motorsport, so anything can happen. But we feel confident. So yeah, we'll see. In time qualifying, mine quick, but I can also race for it. So.
But it's pretty special to get pole position, isn't it?
Yeah, this year it's I think the 10th of the season. So well, this one is the best. So. I'm very happy.
Not a bad record when you consider who's sitting behind you on the grid. Now, the question I have to ask you is, when you come to the grand finals, you know, you race, and as you said so often, you're also studying in Spain, even though you're from Belgium. But when you come to the grand finals, it's really quite drawn out. Is it difficult to hold this focus or this concentration? Because, you know, there's more than 300 drivers here altogether.
But I think that all of the drivers that are here have a passion. And the passion is racing, so everybody's driven to get on the top step. And I mean, during the year, between the races, what I do is I keep my condition high. I do sports besides racing, and that's how you keep up with mentally and physically. So yeah, and I think that the passion is the most important thing with all the drivers.
And there's a lot of people here, as your family are, supporting the drivers. So for sure, they're all having a good time. Tonight, though, we have to go to the barbecue, okay? I know you guys are on pole, but we're going to celebrate with a huge barbecue with about 1,000 or more people. So we're going to have to run off now and get ready, okay? So thanks for coming into our studio live. Also, I'm sure all your friends out there on Facebook and watching are really excited to see you, and we'll be watching as the week unfolds towards Saturday. Good luck, congratulations, and thank you for your time. And don't forget, tomorrow night, same time, we'll be here. So we'll see you in the studio then.